Hi everybody.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to Twinset and Purl's Knitting Podcast, episode 37.
A surprise episode.
Yeah.
We didn't think we were going to record.
No.
Because we're in
Norway. Our friend lent us her flag.
Yeah, we are.
We're in Oslo.
Yeah, and we're just going to hold still for a second to get our thumbnail. I'm Rachel.
And I'm Jo.
And if you're new here, we're
Welcome.
twins. Yeah, welcome. We're twins who designed together as Twinset and Purl. And this is a bit of a different episode. We have got a few of our whips and things with us.
Yeah.
But we are visiting our friend Kate in Oslo. Jo actually goes home today.
Yeah.
I'm here for the rest of the week. So we're going to have we've been having a lovely time.
We had a great time.
Yeah.
We've had some snow and we've seen some Christmas lights.
There's beautiful Christmas lights outside Kate's apartment,
Yeah,
actually.
and then the drive from the airport was beautiful, the scenery and stuff, but we'll go into that in a bit, what we've been up to in a bit more detail.
So, what are you wearing? What are we going to do first? The admin.
We haven't got any admin. Well, we've got some KALs. So all the information about who we are and where you can get in touch with us is in the information box below. It's got our Ravelry group, our personal Ravelry contacts, and
our email for the
Instagram,
podcast.
all of that is down there. There's also information about our podcast bonus. We give everybody who watches our podcast 20% off our patterns. There's a link to our pattern store.
We've probably got a few we need to add in.
Yeah.
Which we have to wait till we get back, really.
But yeah, go to check out our patterns, check out our Ravelry group. We've got a KAL going on at the moment for our Bridgerton socks. So we've got an offer to buy one, get one free on any of the Bridgerton sock patterns.
And there's a free one which is the King George sock, so everyone can join in if they want to. That's
running until the end of December.
And the new season starts on the 14th, I think, of December. And I've got a sock design for that new season called Colin and Penelope socks. That's coming out on Saturday at Flock, which is Birdstreet yarn. I collaborated with them with the yarn. They gave me the yarn to work with. Gingerbread colourway. They've got the socks. So if you're going to Flock, you can see the socks and buy the yarn.
And then the pattern.
And the pattern will be on Ravelry on Saturday morning.
Cool.
So they're the Colin and Penelope socks.
And there'll be a little discount. Or is it just joining in the...
No, there'll be a discount.
They're not in the buy one, get one free?
No, I'll just add them, I think. I'll add them to buy one, get one free. So I had a design... I'll just quickly talk about that while I talk about my socks. Called the Cherry Heart socks out last weekend with Pixie yarn at Stitch Fest. Is it last weekend? The weekend before?
It wasn't last week.
It was
wasn't the weekend just gone.
No, it was the weekend before. And I just want to thank you to everyone who bought the pattern. I sold
all over the place.
I sold far more than I thought I was going to, and Sophie has the colourway in the dye pots this week. So if you fancy some Santina colourway to knit yourself some Cherry Heart socks, then look them up and check out Pixie yarn. And we'll add the Cherry Heart socks to the podcast bonus promotion as soon as we can. So thank you to everyone who bought them. So what are you wearing?
I'm wearing Cecil. So I've been wearing Cecil a lot while we've been here because he's lovely and snuggly. Cecil is one of my shawl patterns. It came out in June. It's a garter crescent, which is knit tip to tip.
You're not taking it off.
Not taking it off. And you hold mohair together with the fingering weight sock yarn, and you overlap it, you hold it double, triple, and you make this scarf that's got all these splodges on it.
Your chair squeaking.
Is it?
You can hear a noise, it's the chair.
And I just absolutely love it. It makes it really cosy. It's perfect for the Norwegian chill we've been experiencing.
Mine's been perfect as well. And I'm wearing Jo's Fizzy Pop Cowl design, which I knitted over a bank holiday weekend. It's a challenge, she said. And it's in the Knitting Shed classic sock in Winter Storm colourway with La Bien-Aimée Winterfell Mohair for the pops. And I love it. And I'm so glad that the weather is allowing me to wear it, because I knitted it in, I think, August bank holiday and hadn't been able to wear it till was it May bank holiday? Can't remember.
Oh, I can't remember.
Anyway, seems like a long time ago now. I don't think it was August, because that isn't that long ago.
No.
And just have a sip of coffee. And yeah, I love it. So, and I bought yarn to knit a green one, but I actually think I'm going to knit a shawl because I want to knit more pops. That's my.
Get double the pops.
Yeah,
with
well,
the shawl.
I love the cowl, but I was thinking about it, and after I finished the cowl, I wished I'd done a shawl because I want to knit more. I wanted to knit more pops. So yeah, I'm going to knit a shawl. Anyway, should we get started?
We will.
So you are the only one with FOs.
Yeah. So I've got 2 FOs. I have one of the ones did I show? Yeah, it's one of my whips last time.
Yeah.
This is
one of the power
of 3, and I haven't sewn the ends in because I literally
that Jo was just
cast
finishing
it off.
She re-knit this so that it was the colourways went together for the.
But I've literally cast off this morning, so I haven't sewn the ends in yet, and it does need a block. But this is Paige. Paige is the garter shawl. There's also Phoebe, which is a textured one, and Piper is the lace one.
And this is
lace pattern, not lace weight. They're all knit in one skein of sock yarn. Obviously sock yarns do vary, so there's instructions in the pattern on how to get the most out of the skein of yarn and make sure that you don't run out of yarn, but measuring your gauge is vital.
Unless you've got more than one skein.
Unless you have got more yarn you could use, or you could get to the middle and knit the other half in a different colour if you were really struggling, or you wanted it bigger, or
you could stripe
whatever.
It,
So
this one anyway.
Yeah, so this one is Paige,
and
it's knit. I've knit it in Gingerbread Martini from Birdstreet yarn, which has got a sparkle, a gold sparkle.
And it was, you bought this a while ago, didn't you? We think
they might have changed the colourway very slightly, like it's paler,
not
a paler base rather than a
not quite so
peachy. Not quite so peachy. But it's beautiful yarn. I've loved knitting with it.
I think that's what I've got to knit my last pair of Birdstreet socks in December in. I'm quite looking forward to that. I don't think mine's sparkle though. Yeah. Maybe not. Anyway.
So yeah, and this is how much yarn I had left. Half a gram from one skein.
Good yarn management, Jo.
So that's going to be a couple of rows on my northeasterly. I think with the sparkle, I think it's quite cute.
It will look lovely.
Yeah. And I now need to transfer the next project onto my plastic needle to take on the aeroplane. I know you can fly with metal needles with British Airways, but part of me just doesn't trust it. So I'm going to be putting my next project, which I've got to show you in a minute, on the plastic Prim needle, which I actually love, and they're so lightweight, so they're actually quite nice for travelling. Right.
The only complaint I have is that the information wears off, rubs off.
Yeah.
Which I know may be difficult on plastic.
So I just need it's a 3 point. The one that's what I've used the most is 3.5. And then I have another FO, which I cast on the day before we came to Norway.
You finished it at my house on Thursday night
because I wanted a bright hat to wear around. This is a Debbie Bliss yarn held together with Sanasgarn tin silk mohair, and this mohair's got a bit of wool in it, and
I feel fluff already.
I actually like it. Feels really nice. It's really warm.
Is it still lace weight, would you say?
Oh, it's definitely still lace weight. And then the base yarn was a slightly darker blue. we don't know the colourway. They've stopped selling that yarn.
It was a sock yarn.
It was a yarn that Rach gave me.
Yeah, I've had it a long time.
I didn't even have a label on it, I don't think. So we don't know the colourway. So, but this blue mohair is colour 6046, and it obviously is going to, I think it's going to mask any other colour you put behind with it, because it is so bright. And then on the hat I've put the pattern from the Sophie cowl. Did a couple of a couple of inches of 1x1 rib, and then the pattern, and then I've done like a toe.
Show the back.
A toe head.
Easier to see, I think.
And then
and the back's plain.
The back is plain.
Can you try it on?
I will.
It's so cute, and we can't lose her.
No. So, I love it.
Very cute. And we've needed it, haven't we?
We have. It has been cold. I'm going back to the UK today and it's 15 degrees. So I won't be scraping the ice off my car or anything like that, which is quite good. Yeah.
Yeah. So
cool.
So
those are the two FOs.
Well, just an update on I have finished the knitting part of my Place of Peace shawl wrap or whatever it's from Hohi by Hohi, and I'm going to block it when I get back, and then Joe's going to help me do the tassels on.
I think there's going to be some big payment for this.
That's fine. I'm sure something can be worked out.
Oh, what's happening with my hair? Right.
So yeah, so that's, I didn't bring it up, but obviously I didn't bring it with me because
right, so we're on to whips.
Yeah. So I shall start with what a whip I've already shown you. So it's I'm on the heel flap. So these are my Queen Charlotte socks, which is this is Birdstreet yarn in the Mistletoe Kisses colourway. You can see the green's a bit more.
And that's
leafy
not sparkle.
Green. That's not sparkle.
I thought for some reason it was sparkle.
And I'm knitting the Queen Charlotte socks, which is one of my patterns from Bridgerton season 1, and is one of the ones that I've given away, so I don't actually own a pair. So it's got this kind of, it's quite a large pattern, but does look quite good on, and it looks good on your foot when you put it on your foot. And I'm on the heel flap of the first one. So hoping to get a bit more sock knitting done this week while our friend Kate's is working half the week, and then we've got another couple of days together. Cool. Anyway,
I'm so jealous. I'm going to go home.
I haven't got to finish them till the end of November anyway. But that's my joining in the sock-a-long as well, the Bridgerton sock-a-long.
So I'll show my Bridgerton sock then. So
she's been carrying around with her.
Yeah, I've been carrying this around. When did I start the first one? How long has it been?
This is just the third Christmas coming up.
But I have knit one sock. This is Christmas at Bridgerton pattern. And the colourway is... What's the colourway?
It's a Birdstreet yarn.
It's a Birdstreet yarn.
Not out the bag.
No, it's... is it something on my stocking or something like that?
It was a Christmas one.
Yeah.
Well, we can look back at the show notes from...
Yeah. It's all for the balls falling.
I actually think this might be what I knit next month.
My ball is falling apart, but that's the yarn.
We both had the yarn and we started it on Christmas Eve.
And then I've got this much done of the second sock.
But you've moved them from bag to bag, haven't you? So you've lost the...
No, it's in here. I've lost the tag.
Yeah.
I've lost my needle, actually. Where's my other... I won't be able to knit on them. Oh, there it is. I won't be able to knit on them if I haven't got my other flexi flip. Oh, that's so annoying. I want to know what it is.
We'll look back on the show notes.
I'll do that in a minute. Well,
Did we even podcast when you started these?
I think they've been on the podcast.
I think they have. But you,
Getting up early, or something like waking up early.
Yeah,
That's what it's called.
Because Jo, when we were little, she always on Christmas Day, not even little, for like
Till we left home.
yeah, you were at 25. You'd still come in and bounce on the bed, and say, "He's been." Like, go away, Jo.
I'm irritating. I know I am.
Let's open our stockings.
Look at the Kitchener. I've started doing what you do on the Kitchener and not doing the setup, because that is ridiculous. I'm going to have to undo it, I think.
Yeah.
Which means, or maybe I'll just sew it in.
Have you sewn the end inside?
Yeah, I can feel I've gone to no end. But how annoying is that? That's when you do the setup stitch. If you don't do the setup stitch,
you don't get a bump.
You don't get a bump. But yeah, look at the pattern. It's lovely. So I'm planning to get those done before Christmas.
Yeah.
So that I can wear them on Christmas.
Very good idea, Jen.
And then the other sock that I haven't got with me, but I've also got to finish for the sock-a-long, is Anthony. And then I'm going to cast on I want to knit a pair of Collins.
Yeah.
And
I actually want to knit a pair of Daphnes.
I think I want to knit a pair of Collins.
I also want to knit a pair of Collins.
Right.
I've got a pair of Collins, but I'd like a pair of Collins in a tonal rather than a...
I've got cream.
So let's stick with the sock theme. So I realised the other day that I needed a Villaina sock, because sometimes you just want something, like when you
go round and round and round.
Yeah, when you're going to waiting in a hospital, or you don't really want to think about a pattern. And I cast on, I've had this yarn, I bought it literally, it must have been, I think it was in a set Fibre Fox sale right at the beginning of like March 2020. And it's beautiful, and it's on Sparkle Silver Stellina, and it's called, the colourway is called When the Party's Over. This is what it looks like. I think our coffee's there is really irritating. It's got this beautiful green, leafy green and purple and navy blue teals, and I just love it. I'm really enjoying knitting on it, and I'm about 6 rows away from doing the toe on the first one. So that's just my vanilla 2x2 rib for the cuff. So they will probably get knitted this week, and along with, and I've got one
That's you're taking out and about.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking out and about, and that's something else.
And you've got one other sock that you're knitting on that you can't show.
Yeah,
it's
so my last design for the Botanical Yarn Sock Club will be coming out in December, and then I'm not. That's me. That's all my designs written up.
So yours are in.
We've still got Maggie,
a little grey girl bag.
This is the one I bought in the last Unravel.
Mine was in a Hohe and Co. What's it
Santa
called?
Cruz
Santa
Mini.
Cruz Mini. In a blush.
Blush leather. That's lovely.
And then I have another Hohe bag, which has got my whip that I'm going to be transferring
for the journey.
And this is Simon, which is a new.
Did I just talk about 2 without?
No, you did that one, then I did my sock.
Oh yeah, sorry. My God, am I even here?
So this is my new shawl design,
which you've shown before.
I have shown before. I've got to the middle of this one, and this is being knit in 2 Knitting for Olive.
Oh, I love it.
Merino yarns in.
These are the first balls.
Yeah, those are the first balls. These are the second balls.
Oh right.
Blood orange and cloud, and I absolutely love it. I love these colours together.
Done.
It's just in there. It's fine. And then I was going to show my second one.
Yeah.
So I started writing up the pattern, and I realised that some of the maths wasn't working quite how I must have missed an increase or added an increase or something. So I'm knitting it again and making the maths work properly. This version is the yarn that I bought and I showed the yarn on the last podcast.
Lovely.
And this is also knitting for olive merino, but with a mohair by Kremeke.
Oh yeah, the pink wasn't
the knitting for olive mohair
isn't pink enough.
Isn't pink enough. I'll just get that in the coffee. Yeah, so I love this it's called bottle green, and the mohair's just a number.
But since Jo put these colours together, I've been seeing dark green and pink everywhere. So she's obviously fashion forward.
I don't know if I haven't got the tag.
So it looks, in this light it looks quite grey for the next to the pink.
Yeah.
Very nice though.
I'm really liking it. But I'm not going to take the mohair on the aeroplane.
No.
I'm going to take that on the aeroplane. Yeah, so hopefully, so the test knit for the Power of 3 ends on the 25th of November.
The pattern will come out.
The pattern will come out. Well, the pattern actually might come out on the 25th of November because I think people have finished, and all of the typos and whatever have been picked up. So the test knit for Simon could start on that weekend or around that time.
I'm going to join in I'm going to take part in the test knit. Set it on.
Ooh. And then, so hopefully Simon would be out in in January for Simon's birthday. Our brother Simon, it's named after, and his birthday is the 12th of January. So hopefully, it could be out by then. That would give people 5-6 weeks to knit it. Yeah,
great.
So
it's a bit of a mess in there.
Yeah, I'll sort that out.
Okay. So I've got 2 more whips.
I've got no more whips.
Oh right. So I don't have the. So this is one not one.
Oh, and that was also in a hoagie bag, and that was in a little grey girl bag.
Oh, so this is a gift from Sophie from Rhinebeck. So the New York Sheep and Wool bag for this year. And I have finished the back of my Quayside tee, and I've brought I haven't brought it with me, I've only brought the front. So I've started the front and I've done 1 pattern repeat, so I've got 1 stripe so far, and I'm doing the cable.
How many stripes have you got to do?
11 I think, or 12. So,
and you're loving this yarn, aren't you?
I do, I really love it. So this is, I'm knitting it in Rowan Felted Tweed DK, and there's like a cable and an eyelet going up each side, so that when you seam them together, it's a split hem. So when you seam them together, although I might not do a split hem, not sure. It's my sewing in yarn starts there. I just sew it up. Yeah, so that I'm going to try and get the front done this week as well.
The 2 yarns are a navy blue and a beige.
I think it's called Seafarer. It's been in
yeah.
We'll have it in the show notes below, but it's been on the podcast before.
And this one's navy with a bit of beige and cream, and this one's beige with a bit of cream and navy. So it's perfect.
Yeah. I didn't buy them to go together, but
yeah, it works really well.
I'll put look in my book and I'll show you how many I've got to do. 11. And then shape the front. So.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's a little bit done.
That's fairly simple.
Yeah, and then because Jo had cast on a hat, I had to cast on a hat. And I've had this yarn set aside together. I actually bought the beige colour to knit a hat last year. I had beige mohair and that and this put in a bag together. Because last year I think I knitted 7 hats in the autumn. So, but this is my first hat.
Well, when you can knit a hat in 24 hours.
This is my first hat for this
2023.
year. Yeah. And this is, again, roan felted tweed in the alabaster colourway, which is a pale grey with blue.
Alabaster?
Marble, isn't it? Kind of. And then...
I'm thinking of something else, I think.
And this is some mohair. I've got fluff up my nose. Beautiful mohair from it's Suburban Stitcher, and it's left over from my Ashes wrap, and it's called Antique.
You bought it in Knit City in Vancouver.
Yeah, and it's got every now and again, it's like just a... But it must have been dyed with a base colour, because it's not just natural. Yeah, so it's a beautiful mohair. And this is what it looks like. And I'm about 2 rows off starting the decreases.
What's it called?
It's called the Twist. I'm knitting the Twistmas hat by Espace Tricot. And it's basically twisted rib.
That was part of a set of 6 patterns, wasn't it? That they brought out to sell to help women's shelter, I think.
Oh, right.
And now they're all free. But you bought to donate money to their charity.
So I've got 2 more rows to go before I start the decreases, but then I'll be...
And what are the decreases like?
I don't know, actually. I think you decrease in between.
Oh, right, yeah.
Each. I'm not 100% sure. Haven't looked ahead on the pattern. And my marker is a lovely... it's actually a Chanel charm that I got when my husband bought me some Coco Mademoiselle.
Oh, right.
And he bought himself some aftershave, 2 lots of aftershave. And so she gave me, you got a charm when you spent so much money. I actually have 2 of them. I can't remember what the other one is. But I thought they make lovely marker. So that's what my marker is.
I don't know what else you put it on.
I know, because it didn't come...
It hasn't got a lobster claw or anything.
No, and it didn't come with a chain or anything, but you could put it on a chain. It's got Chanel, a little Chanel button. Anyway, yeah. So,
nice.
Yeah, I've got a bigger head, a much bigger head than Jo. So
doesn't look like this angle.
Just bigger cheeks at the moment. And that's also living in a little grey girl bag that you bought me. Swallows on it. Love it. It's navy blue, of course I love it. Yeah, so those are my whips. All done.
Cool. So now we've just got some acquisitions. We can talk a little bit about what we've been up to, maybe. So we arrived on Friday afternoon. We flew from Heathrow. Rachel got the special assistants, which were amazing. It was all we flew business class because it's fairly cheap to Oslo to fly business class, and it meant that we could go and sit in the business lounge because it was fairly early.
And because I'm coming back on my own. I won't be shopping or anything because they'll be pushing me around as well.
I went and did a tiny bit of shopping because I wanted to get some Jo Malone perfume, which was going to be my birthday present from Rach.
But we had a very easy. The flight was on time.
Yeah, it was all very
very nice. We had a nice meal on the plane with proper cutlery. Which is
so then we landed in Oslo, and a very nice.
We got the passenger assistants there.
A nice lad wheeled you through and collect the bags. He went and got us to helped us get a taxi.
It was amazing.
And then the taxi journey into the city takes about 45 minutes, and it was beautiful scenery, wasn't it? Like exactly how you imagine Norway. Lots of trees and snow and kind of wooden buildings, multicoloured buildings and stuff. So then we arrived in Oslo, and Kate met us. We sort of settled in a bit, and then I went with Kate to the supermarket. I love a foreign supermarket. So we went and got a few bits, and
got some
then
goodies to take to work.
I got some sweets to take back to work and some little treats for my husband. And then we got a takeaway. We had curry, Norwegian curry. Well, curry in Norway.
Very nice.
It was really nice, and because Kate's a pescatarian, we don't get a lot of fish curry. You do if you go to the right type of curry place. But anyway, so we had some veg. It was all vegetarian, wasn't it? Yeah, it was all vegetarian. It was really nice. And then on Saturday we had quite a lazy morning.
Yeah.
And then we went
over to where the museum is, and
we got the tram. We went to where the ferry port is. Had a bolla bun, which is like an enriched bread with donut kind of fillings,
but not like a donut,
but not fried like a donut.
They were very nice. We could put some pictures in, but I'm not sure. I've taken pictures, Joe's taken pictures, and Kate's taken pictures. So it's a bit.
I think if I send you my pictures, we could do some stuff on Instagram.
Yeah,
people could see. So then we had a quick look around the museum shop while we waited for the ferry. Then we got the ferry, which is included in. So we bought a day pass for the public transport system, and everything's included. So we went on the ferry, which was about an hour. Around all the little islands
in the fjord.
And it was lovely.
So they have these they look like little tiny houses. You can't apparently live on the island, but you can stay like for a week. The summer they have like. Well, I don't think you want to be on there in the winter, to be honest.
No, but not when the sea freezes.
Yeah, and but they have to be certain. There's so it's red and yellow and green, and these little cabins.
Yeah,
and there's restaurants that are open. I think one of the places must have had a restaurant open because a lot of people got off on the first island.
And there were people who got back on with fishing rods and stuff. So people are still going out and doing activities and things.
And then so that took an hour. But it was beautiful to see.
Yeah.
And then
we went and got some late lunch. I had a Norwegian Christmas dinner. It was amazing.
Which is belly pork, wasn't it?
Yeah, belly pork, red cabbage, potatoes, like sausage.
A sausage like a sausage.
Yeah, and then like sausage meatballs.
Yeah.
And lingonberries. And a traditional sauce, which was basically like a clovey gravy, which was delicious.
And Kate and I had fish and chips, which was also delicious.
And then we came back and watched.
No, we went to the yarn shop.
Oh yes, we did go to the yarn shop,
which is near Kate, like 7-minute walk. I looked it up. I was looking.
And the yarn shop is called Strickfeber. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
And they gave us this little. Their card has a stitch, a little ruler, and a needle gauge.
We did buy some yarn there.
Yeah.
Do you want to show the yarn we got there now, and then talk about about Sunday? Mine's here.
Yeah. So I got not Norwegian yarn. They had a whole wall of Madeleine Tosh, and I love Madeleine Tosh. So I bought 3 skeins. This one's called Simply Greige. I really love that. And then
there's a bit of a theme.
Yeah, there's a bit of a theme. The bane is a beigey base with this blue grey.
red speckles.
Yeah, red and orangey speckles. And then the third one's called Leaf Fall, and it's a slightly darker base colour. And it's got pinks and reds and yellows and blues and all sorts in it. So those are my 3 skeins of yarn. And I think I'm going to knit a hat with some of them. I don't know. I was thinking I might stripe one with a natural and do a Maggie.
Nice.
So we'll see. See how we get on.
Yeah, it needs to be singles, doesn't it?
Not necessarily.
You don't think?
Nah. Am I doing the last bit I got then?
Yeah.
And then the last thing, I'm a sucker for a cute pair of scissors. And what's cuter than that? They're big enough to put your fingers in properly.
They're very cute. I might have to go back.
And then I also got some stitch stoppers, needle stoppers. I bought two sets in this like multicoloured animal print.
Is it animal print?
Yeah.
Is this 2 the same?
I've got
Or
4 the same. I just really loved them.
Yeah, they are lovely.
And you never know, this sort of thing you often lose one, don't you? So it's handy to have more than
And I
2.
bought a project bag. This beautiful project bag with their logo on.
So they're all made out of
Saris, aren't they?
yeah, recycled sari silk.
And then inside is beautiful as well. And it has loads of little pockets and on both sides. And I also got some Madeline Tosh in the Murakami.
Murakami.
And then this is a skein of.
So this is, are you going to knit a hat?
I'm going to knit a Musselburgh.
Yeah, because you don't do pale socks, do you?
No.
It's not sock yarn anyway, because it's singles.
This is sock yarn. And this is dyed, this is their yarn for them shop, but unfortunately there's no label or net colourway or anything. They had 4 different colourways to choose from. And this is, it's on sparkle base, high twist. You can see it's got these beautiful.
It is lovely.
And I think this might be one of my Christmas cast-ons. That might be Christmas at Bridgerton, might be nice in those actually.
Yeah.
And then do something else for yeah, so that's all I got. And yesterday we went to another yarn shop and I didn't buy anything. So Jo will talk about her. But this
So we had a bit of a run.
just
Yeah, the bag's
amazing.
gorgeous. And you've got another yarn store to go to, haven't you?
Yeah.
Which is actually one of the ones that I really wanted to go to.
Is
So
it?
you're going to have to,
Get something.
not necessarily get me something, but you know, show me, take some pictures and show me what it's like. Because we will be coming back to Norway, hopefully, if Kate stays.
Yeah.
She's waiting to hear if she's got a grant for her research. So yesterday we got a bus we got a bit earlier. We got a bus to a food court, which was amazing. Had all sorts of things.
Yeah,
in
it was
it.
like almost like a market.
You get quite a lot of that sort of thing in America,
Mm-hmm.
don't you? I've been to one in Boston, and
It reminded me quite a lot of like Vienna.
so they had there was like all the different stalls where you could buy food to cook, and then there were restaurants around the edge.
Yeah, and we went to a taco place.
Yeah, which was really, really good.
Apparently, they eat.
They eat more taco, like the 4th country for tacos or something. Yeah, so we went there, and then there was like a little market, which apparently is a bit hit and miss. And sometimes is people making handmade stuff, and sometimes it's people selling like vintage and.
Yeah, and it was a bit more vintage, wasn't it, this time? And Kate did say that the stuff that's made is slightly more basic or less.
It's a bit more amateur
than we would get in the UK at things like that.
Yeah, so we didn't buy anything
in the
there.
market.
Then we went to the yarn Did we go to the yarn store next?
We did. And then we had a cup of coffee.
Yeah.
A tea.
So we went to the yarn store that's called Pickles.
Which we'd heard about
and they only sell their own yarn.
We'd heard about it on the Knitting Traditions podcast, hadn't we?
I heard about it on I can't remember whose podcast it was, but it was a lady who had come to Oslo and done a...
But that was quite recently.
Yeah.
Where she talks about it.
Oh, I hadn't heard, I don't remember.
A long time, like maybe on the first episode of Knitting Tradition.
So I got 2 skeins of 2 balls of this yarn, which is their 100% wool, and it's in this brown, which has got flecks of other colours in it.
Yeah, it's quite heathered, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's 4 ply. It's 380 metres for 50 grams.
100 grams.
100 grams. And I got 2 of those.
Has it got a name?
Shade SD294. And what did I say I was going to knit with this?
The new wool decanted shawl.
Yeah.
That you're designing.
Yeah. So I'm designing a cable shawl at the moment, and I think I might knit a version in that. And then I was looking and I saw these and I couldn't resist. So this is their Big Fuzz yarn.
And she made us keep them and streak.
So yeah, Big Fuzz is mohair, wool and nylon.
And what size is it knitted on? Oh, I need my glasses.
It's a 6 to 10 millimetres, 100 metres for, I guess it's a 50 gram ball.
Yeah. Mohair, wool and nylon.
Yeah.
Yeah, 50 gram ball.
But I really like those 2 colours.
NY Gold. What's that colour?
Paradise Pink.
And New York Yellow. That's yellow.
Mm.
Is yellow.
Oh, does that have a colour? No, that's just shade is a number.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, but it might become some pops. Because you have to hold mohair double for pops, so that might work well for a pop. It might become stripes with cream. I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Lovely.
and then I bought
Needles.
some needles. So I'm a bit of a sucker for a needle, and I've never seen these before. Tulip Kinea swivel needles, and I bought a 3mm, 3.5 and a 3.75, which
I didn't have 3.25.
No, 40. A lot of places don't do 3.25, do they? 40 centimetres, so perfect for hat knitting.
And how much were they?
I don't know. I don't know. Have I got the receipt?
They do 3.2. They do do it, but 3.25. $249 each. Oh no.
83. 2 at.
That's the Big Fuzz. That's the thing.
And then 2 at 83. That seems ever so cheap. Anyway, I got 3 of those.
83 is how much?
83 is about £7. I guess that's about right. Yeah. And then Kate gifted us that.
Both got one. I haven't. Mine's in my coat.
Selbu mitten pin. And let me show that. So when we came out of the food court, there was a little machine where you could print photos
off your phone.
So you could get an Instagram picture, or you could print pictures off your phone. And we've taken this selfie of the 3 of us. So we printed them off, and we've each got a copy. That's going to be our little souvenir memory of Oslo outside Kate's apartment. So yeah, that's everything.
So you're going home soon, relatively soon.
Yep.
Less than an hour leaving, and I'm going to
get a sandwich and then vegetating.
I am. I'm going to knit this afternoon, watch some Netflix.
And then you're here. You fly back next Friday. This Friday coming. I am going to flock on Saturday, and I'm hoping to get some pictures of my Power of 3. I'm hoping to have finished the red and cream Simon to get some pictures, but that's still quite a lot of knitting, so we'll see how that goes.
If you focus on it this week.
Yeah, I don't have anything else to focus on.
Don't let the pink mohair draw you in when you get home.
Yeah. So I've got the afternoon.
End this little.
Yeah, I've got the afternoon in the lounge.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll end it here, I think.
Yeah. So we'll be podcasting again when we go to Yorkshire Yarn Fest, which is at the end of November.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'd love to hear your comments if you have been to Norway or you.
Yeah. Anything that you. Yeah. If you think there's anything I should be looking at in Oslo that you
well, any comments on Oslo, because I think we'll be back. We're planning to come maybe in the summer when it's not quite so. Yeah. You haven't got to be quite so wrapped up. Although I don't think it gets really warm, does it?
Yeah, Kate said it does.
Oh right. This bit of Norway, not all bits of Norway get warm.
No.
But yeah. Anyway, cool. Lovely to chat with everybody, share our things, and
have a little surprise episode for you.
We'll see you soon.
Bye.